So, 5 1.5-minute rounds. Tom Porter in the blue, Tyler Dunnell in the red, and their body armour matches. And as we thought, George, a very fast-paced start, hands and feet. They're young, they're fit.
Yeah, explosive start here, all to the body and to the legs. Punishment. They're only young, but they're fit as a fiddle. You know, 5 1.5-minute rounds. It sounds easy, but you get in there and try and do 5 1.5 minutes at the speed that these are throwing kicks and punches to the body and legs. It's unbelievable.
Well, you heard a big cry right at the beginning of the round there because it was a beautiful takedown by Tyler Dunnell. Good point scoring technique there, both exchanging low kicks. And at this stage they'll be looking, and again this will capture the judges' imagination here. This is twice that Tyler has dumped Tom Porter to the canvas. It takes timing and technique, and it's a good start for the young man in the red corner, George.
Yeah, he comes in as the slightly shorter of the two. Blue corner looking to utilise the reach, but it's not working. The red boy is it. He's going forward and he's getting close, just where he wants it, catching kicks and dropping blue corner.
That's right. It's all about timing here, and Tyler Dunnell at the moment, I feel, just in the ascendancy there, countering well because Tom Porter is doing the right thing. But as you saw there, Tyler Dunnell at the moment, his timing of his counters has dumped his opponent, young Tom Porter, onto the canvas 3 times, and this will score heavily with the judges. So George, very entertaining opening round, both young lads very explosive, but I think those 3 takedowns by Tyler Dunnell will sway the judges in this opening round. Well, 4 more still to go. A lot can happen in the corners there. As I said, 2 very good Thai camps here, so they'll know what's what, and I'm sure the Kangarang corner will look to adapt and adopt a different strategy here. And again, Tyler Dunnell, you can hear the crowd's response. He comes forward, hands high, kicks low, as in Thai.
The second started off at the same pace as the first. It's relentless, it's non-stop. These young kids are going for it, you know.
As you said, they're fit, they're fearless, you'd expect it. There's no head trauma. And again, I just feel that Tom Porter's corner have given him a talking to. He's come out with a lot more purpose and using those knees well.
Nice to see some quality, skillful clinch there by both of the young lads. But once again, Tyler catches a kick and he drops the blue corner.
Yes, it was a good start for Tom Porter, but now twice he's been taken off his feet. This time taking the rear leg as the lead leg came up for the kick. And that's what's impressed me most about Tyler Dunnell at the moment, his timing of his techniques.
Yeah. Tyler's going forward at the correct times. He's not rushing things, you know. He's going forward at the right times, catching kicks, throwing counters and dropping Tom.
Yes, in reality, I mean, Tom Porter's not doing anything wrong. He's aggressive, he's working well. But that's the danger for him. It's that teep kick. It's got to be faster when the leg is left out there. Tyler Dunnell is exploiting that, and we saw it perfectly there that time. The leg is just held out just that bit too long, and it's been exploited.
Like you say, Tom is using the correct techniques needed to utilise his reach advantage, but it's just he leaves the leg hanging, and Tyler just takes advantage, you know.
Yes, and everything else, they're very even. They're very well matched. Very good technique for youngsters.
It's a great showing for the young sport as well, you know. The children going and showing good skill, not just slugging it out. It's great to see at such a young age that they possess so much skill.
That's right. Good clinch work, nice low kicks, hands high. And when he utilises it well, it's a good weapon for him, the teep kick, for Tom Porter, because he is the taller, rangier lad. And he's very good with that lead knee. He brings it in well. And it's a good start in the 3rd round for the blue corner. I think if he's just wary of that lead leg and getting caught, he could turn this around.
Yeah.
And again, there's your answer. If you're getting caught with that kick to the midsection, he's brought it down to thigh level now. And it's much more effective for him. He's much more in this round. I don't know if you agree with that.
But much more efficient. You know, it's harder for Tyler to capitalise on a low kick, to reach down and catch it. It's a smart move to occasionally use the teep, maybe to throw Tyler off guard. But Thomas made a better start to this round, without a doubt.
Yes, and it is that change of tactic. He's now chopping at the leg rather than the midsection, and occasionally snapping the teep out there now. So now Tyler has got a decision to make. It's not always coming that way, and it's made it a lot more difficult. And I actually think Tom Porter's right back in this fight.
Yeah.
That to me is a blue round.
Definitely.
The eye. So this coming into the fourth is very, very close.
It's all to play for Tom now anyway. Oh, but once again, Tom made the mistake and Tyler capitalised. Once again, Tom throwing leg kicks, trying to keep away, but he's thrown an iffy one there quite close to the midsection, and Tyler almost capitalised with another throw.
Well, as I said, he had great success in the third, and if he keeps with that tactic, chopping low, but Tyler again, good movement there. His corner will have been aware as well that the shift in dynamics there, and as you can see, he's looking to move that leg and counter. But this is where it's dangerous for Tom, and he felt that to the back of the thigh there, the knee to the back of the thigh. He's saying, as the leg was caught, I think the knee hit the muscle right in the heart of the thigh there at the back. And that again was from the teep rather than the low chopping kick. And he's saying it's the muscle on the back of my thigh.
Yeah, that went under the radar a little bit. Like, no one really saw what happened there. You caught it, but that is a great technique to be using at such a young age. That's something that you would expect from a veteran of the sport. Knee in the inside of the thigh. It's just great to see at such a young age that these guys are putting on such a show for us. Over 5 rounds too. Sometimes it leaves me speechless, which is quite ironic as a commentator. But 11 years old and they're going 5 90-second rounds.
Well, that's it, and as in traditional Muay Thai, they've turned up the pace each round. Have you noticed?
Exactly.
That was the most frantic round of the 4 so far. So in their minds, they're gearing it up, they're changing up. So I think this 5th round will be just as frantic.
Yeah, that's what they say. Maybe not within the junior ranks, but they say don't leave it to the judges. Going into the 5th is anyone's game, depending on how you see the 4th. But this has started again, the most frantic start of all of them. Well,
that's it. In traditional Muay Thai, you wind it up, and the 3rd or the 5th round's the most exciting. And again, a second lease of life here for Tom Porter. Some excellent kicks. And coming forward, and he stops the takedown this time, pushing forward again, and aggression scores very heavily in Muay Thai. And you're looking for the lad that's taking the centre of the ring. And as I say that, Tyler Dunnell comes straight back, and that, well, we wonder where that knee went. If that's into the groin, you'll get a lot of time to recover, which is, it's a shame in what has been such a clean fight.
Yeah, both boys have kept it quite clean. But it's just part of the sport, ain't it? You know what I mean? These things happen, and he'll be given time to recover, as much time as he needs. Especially as a junior, I'm sure he'll be given a lot more time than an adult would be given, as with the inside thigh kick in the 4th round.
Yes, being told just to walk it off by our referee, Mick Folds, very experienced referee. And it is easier said than done, but I don't think it'd be a shame for this to stop this late in the game. I think he's just talking to the Chief Judge Cully there about whether it was a deliberate low blow or not. I don't see it. They were coming across looking to get into the clinch, and I think it was just an unfortunate, the timing and the accuracy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Tyler Dunnell has not thrown anything that meaningful in the nether regions. He hasn't come across as that kind of fighter. He's only young. They're keeping it respectful. They're keeping it skillful. 5th round, let's finish it off in style, what it deserves. It's been a great fight so far, Referee just having a word with Tyler Dunnell about the incident. But it looks like both fighters are ready to go,
That's right, and Tom Porter, as I said, very strong in the third. And again, looking to keep Tyler Dunnell away, get him into the clinch. But this tactic by Dunnell, closing the gap quickly and working hard, could just catch the judges' eyes in the close fight. And this is what Tom Porter is again. He's so good with that knee, Porter, as he comes forward.
That knee was perfectly thrown. Perfectly thrown. He threw it with great timing. You know, that went straight through. Without the bodyguard, they're the type of shots that not like finish people. You know,
that's
straight in the solar plexus.
And it was, as you said, beautifully timed. And now Tom Porter coming forward strongly again. I think both corners know this is a close fight. And Georgia, I think they both know that this fifth round could be pivotal. It depends how you score for me, round 4.
The fourth round is the biggest round of this fight. The fourth round decides who wins this fight, in my opinion.
Well, we're going to find out very shortly, but what a wonderful way to start the show, and two immaculate young fighters.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think you'll agree, what a great way to start the show. Two very, very good young Muay Thai fighters indeed. But we do have a unanimous decision of judges in favour of the red corner, Tyler Dapper.